Hi, I'm Blake Alexander, and this is my Module 1 for AEP 855. So a little bit about me. I'm currently a K through 5 PE teacher at State Street Elementary School here in Topeka, Kansas. Um, Along with teaching, I'm also a coach. I coach football and track at Topeka High School. I'm the defense coordinator for the football team, and I'm the throwers coach for the track team. Um, so who's had the most influence in my life? I think it'd definitely be my father. Me and my two sisters lived with my dad when my parents got divorced. He's kind of always been there for us. He was a teacher and a coach and raised three kids on his own. So he had a lot of impact on me. We've gone through a lot of stuff together. And then now I work with him at Topeka High School. He's the head football coach, and I'm an assistant for him. So we've always been close, and he's just kind of always been an inspiration for me, and he really helped me be who I am today. And then along with him, I currently have, my wife and my almost 2-year-old child, and they are also huge influences on me, and just make me want to be a better person, make me want to keep going on, and get this master's and things like that. So, through that group of people, those are probably the biggest influences on me. Yeah. So, the results of my personality test. So the first, thing I notice when I'm looking at it is that the emotional stability and the conscientiousness are my two highest scores. And then my lowest scores would be my extroversion and my intellect and imagination. I would agree with this. I think emotional stability is something, especially at work that I really have. I don't get too worked up or too emotional about, when I'm making decisions or things like that. I like to kind of go about thinking about it and make a good decision. I also agree with the extroversion because I'm not the most outgoing, constantly going and talking to new people. I have a lot of friends that are that way. My wife is that way. But I'm somebody who will go up and, talk to new people, but I'm not a master at it. It's not, I'm going and talking to new people all the time. And so I definitely agree that I would be in about the 50 percentile for that score. And also my other low one was intellect and imagination. I like to think that I have a pretty good imagination and intellect, but at the same time, I'm not always using the biggest words and things like that it was asking on the quiz. So I would agree with it too. It was my lowest score in the 46th percentile. So, which two leadership theories did I pick? The first one I picked was situational theory, and it's just the theory that, each case you're going to have, or each situation, there's different styles to handle that, so you want to choose the best style for that situation. And I definitely agree with this style because I think, like I talk about later on, I think it's great to work together. I think we want our staff collaborating and working together, but at the same time, certain situations need to be handled certain ways, and I think there's times that an administrator needs to make their decision. I think it's time they need to get a group to make that decision. I think, I just don't think there's a one-size-fits-all solution to problems or to leadership. So, and when comparing that to the personality test, I think that goes right along with the emotional stability one, being able to kind of keep your emotions out of it and try to make the best decision, and at the same time making a conscious decision, to thinking about everybody that's involved. So, and the next one, the other one I chose was participative leadership because, like I said, I think there's not a one-size-fits-all, leadership style, but I think that it's very important for people to work together because, a big thing with this leadership style is getting people's input and getting them invested in whatever the decision is, because it makes it feel important to them, and it also creates, collaboration. So along with that one, looking at that, my scores, it's just another thing I think that, the emotional and the conscientiousness play right into it. It doesn't really go along with the extroversion because it's about talking and working together. But, still my score's in the 50 percentile, so I don't mind the talking. and getting up and talking in front of people and all that. It's just I don't go always not the best at going out of my way to meet and start conversations with new people. So with all that said, that is my presentation. Thank you for watching.